Hey, Muffin here. So I had a subscriber request to do the Object or OBJ 268 verse 7 SU-100. So in the first challenge, we're going to see how well one Object 268 does against 7 SU-100s. And then we're going to turn up the heat. So, and it's just going to get more and more interesting. I don't want to spoil it, so we'll come in and we'll just kind of take a look, just kind of see what happens. SU-100's closing in, just looking for the target. Now I do these challenge vids every once in a while where I end up, it's kind of funny because this is almost like what it feels like if there was like a boss fight in Blitz. Now the Object 268 has some pretty good frontal armor when other tier 10s are facing. It can be pretty bouncy, and if you angle and just wiggle that frontal armor, it can be pretty trollish. And you can see when the SU-100s are facing it, already one taking a hit, they're coming in, closing in around him. It can get pretty bouncy, but now they're all up against the backside of him, and yeah, one was just not enough. So next round, we're now going to do two and just see how well two objects, 268s, can do against 7 SU-100s. Going to the classic sniping position, some of the SU-100s going up and trying to see if they can get eyes. Now, their view range is not as good as the tier 10 Object 268s. Gotta love my subscribers. Oh, and quite a hit on that SU-100. And sometimes that's really all it takes. That 122 millimeter on the SU, it can pack a punch, but facing an Object 268 from the front, really difficult to penetrate, even with its premium round. Sometimes shooting an HE shell is all you've got. So one SU has fallen. Still got two objects in the game. Ooh, and close shot, getting hit. The SU's closing in. This is getting brutal. Oh, and one is down. And finished off the other. So even two couldn't quite cut it. Now we're going to see how 3 Object 268s do. And then next we're going to do a full room. So 14 tanks, and I'll leave that to be a surprise on what that setup will be. Now it's interesting because from both sides, one gets hit. Ooh. From both sides, have to be quite cautious because from the SU side, you don't have a lot of armor. That Object 268's got great penetration, and it's not going to have that hard of a time cutting through and doing a lot of damage. However, the object's got to be careful because every hit it takes against the SUs is gonna matter. They really need to protect their hit points as much as possible if they're gonna survive against all the SUs. Ooh, and just an unfortunate bounce there. I'm not even exactly sure what that was. And once again, just seeing how red they are. And 2 SUs down. With all that red, those HE rounds may be what is needed. And great shot at the top of that object. Oof. SU's really taking a beating. And 3 SUs down with no objects fallen. Oh, and not quite able to make that shot through the bridge and train. So as you can see here, the object 268 was able to pull through and finally win against 7 SU-100. So in the next match, as I said earlier on, we're going to do a full room. So we're now going to see how 3 object 268s can do up against 11 SU-100s. And take your bets on if you think they can do it. So good game. And here we go. So we got friendly fire on. That is a lot of SUs. Ooh. Quite a hit. Taking out one. Now these object 268s are playing a bit more aggressive, but it's definitely moving in their favor. Now they've taken out 2 SUs. Still got a lot more to burn through. Three down. Now, very difficult trying to find areas to penetrate when the enemy is actually your teammate. So that makes it a little bit challenging. Now, the one part that may have a chance to bounce off of the SU is that gun manlet. So one Object 268 down, only 2 SU-100s left. So really good match, great job from all my subscribers. If you want to help with my vids, everyone is more than welcome to help. Join my Discord, get the movie Kugel, that way you get the announcement of when I'm putting a room together. Got a lot of great ideas from all you guys, keep them coming. And just one last SU. And it looks like the Object 268 was able to still pull through and do it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.